Hey guys, it's Kevin with Mix Coach with another episode of the Mix Coach Minute, brought to you by Mix Coach Member, a great community of mixers who are steadily improving their mixing skills because we mix a different song every month. It's in a different style. There is a great community of very caring and smart mixers on the forum and the mix coaches who will help you improve your mixing. So check us out, okay? I want to talk to you today about how to make anything sound better. Let me tell you a story first. I was working on a rock project, and we were doing harmony vocals to the rock project. And the guy that I was working with didn't really like structured, I guess you could say, proper harmony, which is, three parts. The parts never cross. It's kind of a, authentic theory-based harmony. He wanted more of an open-based fifths and non-linear lines, which, it sounded funny to my ear. But I did notice something that I want to teach you today. When he sung the part the first time, the harmony part, I didn't like it. I'll just be honest with you. And I was honest with him. I didn't like it because I'm used to structured harmony. And he wanted, one part to go straight across there while the other part was jumping around it. Depending on how you like harmony, you may or may not have liked it. But I didn't like it until we stacked it. And this is what I want to show you today, is how you can make almost anything sound better. If there is a part that you're playing on guitar and the part doesn't sound right, or maybe it's not you, because, of course, if it's coming out of your head, it's probably going to sound right if you're playing it. But if someone else does it, I want to encourage you to try something before you nix it, and that is to stack it. That's to double the part and maybe pan it one hard left and one hard right. Because what happens is that when you stack something, it takes a step back in the mix. When you stack it again, it takes another step back in the mix. It's kind of like background vocals that are stacked. The more stacks there are on the background vocals, the less they are competing with the vocal because there are more of them and they're in the stereo field and they're back further. The biggest example of this would be an orchestra or a choir. There is a lot of instruments going on, and they have to be back in the mix for them to all be able to fit in the sound field. So what happens when you do, let's just say, a harmony part, or maybe there's a guitar line that your client that you're producing, you don't necessarily care for it. Before you put the ixnay on it, let him stack it, let him double it, and see if that part doesn't automatically, upon the second pass of recording their vocal, their guitar line, or whatever, see if it doesn't automatically sound better to you. So I know that it worked for me, because when I was working with this client and he was doing those, at the time I thought they were weird vocal lines. When I stacked them, which is something he probably wouldn't have done, when we stacked them, instantly I started like, that actually is pretty cool. It's weird, but it's cool. And then by the time I'd heard it a few times, it was like, I totally get it. It's a great part. And now, regrettably, now when I hear that record, that some of those weird lines that I didn't like to begin with are some of my favorite parts. And it's because hopefully I was mature enough as an engineer and as a producer to let that part let it be. And so anyway, just wanted to tell you, the next time you do a part and you don't like it, try stacking it before you kill the idea. Okay? This has been another episode of the Mix Coach Minute. If you like this kind of thing, if you like this kind of psychology tips, that this Mix Coach Minute is not necessarily about tutorials. It's more about getting your head in the mix and learning how to hack your brain into becoming a mixing brain. Give us a thumbs up, like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube, and we would appreciate it. Okay? So we'll see you later. Bye.